Hello everyone, this is Wendy. Welcome to my channel. I think that you will enjoy making this scarf. It looks a lot like a knit stitch, but it's actually done in crochet, and it's not complicated to do. So come along with me and I'll show you how to make this beautiful crochet elegant scarf. The elegant striped scarf is easy to do in really any kind of yarn that you would like. Just choose 2 colors in the same weight and a crochet hook that goes along with it, and you can modify the length or width as you wish. But for this particular scarf, I'm going to use fingering weight yarns because I think they make a nice narrow stripe, which is quite attractive. And I only want this scarf to be about 4 inches wide. So it'll fit more stripes in that way, and it's meant to be not an overly long scarf. So it'll wrap around the neck and tie at the front without a lot of length hanging down. The 2 yarns I'll be using I picked up at a yarn fair. One is from Wellington Fibers, a mohair and wool combination. It's a beautiful plain soft yarn. The one on the right is from the Fiber Imp. It is a wool silk combination with a little bit of stellina in it for sparkle. So I have kind of a country mouse, city mouse combination here, but I think they will dance together really nicely in this scarf. I've got my yarn wound into balls here, making sure not to wind them too tight so that they don't stretch. And I'm going to start with my 4mm hook, which is a little bit large for this weight of yarn, but I want it to be flowing and drapey, not too dense and tight. And I'm going to start with a chain of 400. Now, make sure you have your stitch markers close by because there's nothing more annoying than having to count 400 chains. So after every 50 chains, I'm going to put a stitch marker, and then I will only have to count back by, at the most, 50 if I lose count. And I should mention too, don't take pains to make it too loose. This linked half double crochet tends to be fairly close together, and if you make a loose chain, you're going to find that it's too wide and will curve out a little bit on your starting edge. So I'm going to chain those 400 and I'll come back when that's done. My 400 chains come out to a length of about 76 inches. I'm hoping to end up at around 70 or 72 when the scarf is all done. Now it's your choice. You can work in the side loop of the chain or the back bump. I think the finish is nicer working in the back bump, and by that I mean turning your chain over. So instead of the V's side, you're looking at the other side where there's a row of bumps that run down the center. That's where I'm going to put my hook each time I pick up a stitch in the chain. And in each of those bumps, starting in the second one from the hook, I'm going to work linked half double crochet. That starts with a plain half double crochet. So yarn over, under the bump, pick up a loop, yarn over, draw through 3. So the first stitch in each row is a half double crochet. Then we switch to a linked half double. So instead of the yarn over like I would typically do for a half double crochet, I'm instead going to pick up this bottom leg of my half double crochet. You can see there's kind of 3 loops that make up the half double because I just pulled through 3. I'm going to pick up that bottom one again and then go under the next bump of the chain, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 3 into that bottom loop. It's a little awkward on the very first row because you don't have a lot to hang on to. Under the next bump, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 3. So it's just like a half double crochet, but instead of doing the yarn over at the beginning, you're using that bottom loop of the previous half double, and it makes quite a beautiful effect. I'm going to work one of those in each of the back bumps all the way across the 400 chains. So just take your time, try and make it as even and your tension as consistent as possible. And it should look something like this, with these nice angled stitches in the front and the V's on the top. If you're working along with me, by the time you get to the end of that chain, you will have noticed three things. First of all, 400 stitches is a lot. Secondly, you have to be careful not to pull your stitches too tight, or it can be difficult to get your hook under that bottom leg. So you need a relaxed but even tension. And number three, it's a little slower going into the back bumps of the chain, but it's worth it because you get a nice finished edge on the bottom side, and that is going to be seen in the finished scarf. So that looks quite nice. The key to this scarf is all of the crocheting is done from the same side. So from this front side, it definitely has a front and a back. They each look a little bit different, but it has a really nice effect when you do these linked half double crochets, switching colors all on the same side. So that means that I need to end this first row by pulling a loop through, cutting my yarn, and then just pull it through like that. And I will have to work off the yarn at the end of each row. The way to do that is to just take your yarn needle, thread the yarn through, and run it inside the stitches to hide that end. You can leave them all to work in at the end, or you can work them in as you go along. It's totally up to you. Okay. So the front side is this side, where if you hold it vertically, it looks like a row of V's running down the length of it. I'm going to go all the way to the other end to start my next row. And just to be sure that I don't accidentally turn it around and go back on the back side, I'm going to add a stitch marker to this front side so that I know that I need to start every row on the side with the stitch marker. So switching to the other color, I'm going to work another row of linked half double crochets, and I need to work into this top stitch. So on the V that you can see facing on the front, I want to work just into the top one, not under both. All right, so going into that first stitch, pull up a loop and all the way through to anchor the next color. And again, I will have to work this loose end into the row later on, or you can crochet over top of it if you want to hide it as you go. Chain one, then work a half double crochet in that same stitch. Then linked half double crochets in all the rest of them. So going into that bottom loop and picking it up, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 3 into that bottom loop, next stitch, another linked half double crochet, and do that all the way across. So it's not a complicated scarf, it's a fairly simple stitch design, but it has a really elegant effect when it's all done. At the end of that second row, again, pull one more loop through and cut the yarn and work it in. If you would rather not work all these threads in, what you could do is just make a fringe on either end and cut your ends longer and incorporate them into the fringe when it's all done. So make sure you leave a longer starting strand and a longer ending strand. All right, there's my first 2 stripes. Now I'll go back to the beginning, staying on the same side. Double check that with my stitch marker. Switch colors again. You don't have to use a starting loop, but I find that works better for me. Find your first stitch. It can be a little tricky because of your starting chain, but the first one's right there. Working again just into the top loop or the back loop of the V that's facing you. Chain 1. Half double crochet in that first stitch and linked half double in the rest. Now if you find that you have trouble finding where your first stitch goes, after you do the first one, you could put a stitch marker in it so that when you come back on the next row, you know where your first stitch was and you won't accidentally add any extra stitches on the end, making an uneven end of your scarf. And that's all there is to it. Just switch back and forth between the 2 colors, work a row on the same side in the top loop of the previous row and make it as wide as you would like it to be. I hope that you're enjoying this project and that you will let me know in the comments if you have any feedback on it. I really appreciate hearing from you. I will come back and show you what the finished scarf looks like. All that's left to do is to work in all of the ends and the scarf is finished. I hope that you will try this for yourself and enjoy wearing it or gifting it. I'll see you on the next video. Have a super day.